think it's really got peppers in there, could've.
You know better than that. You ought not say that word. Looky right there. I believe you're right. I believe I see one right in there.
What's up, guys? Alucard 2089 here. I've got the camera way up high there so you can all see the setup I got going on, because tonight is the first art stream I've ever done. We're actually going to be making some cool emotes for the channel. Thanks to my friend Stry in the chat. He gifted a bunch of subs, and now we've unlocked another emote slot. So wanted to go ahead and make some emotes for you guys and do it live. And after we finish this up, we're going to play a game. Not really sure yet what we're going to play. Don't really have too much on Steam. Could play some emulation stuff, some arcade games. So maybe we'll do a vote on that. We'll see. Take suggestions or something like that. The mic sounds awesome. Great. Love to hear that. Everything looking and sounding good. It's always a good thing. Draw a video game. I have drawn lots of video game stuff. If you actually see right down below me, that is my avatar of Alucard 2089. That's only the first one that I've done. It's supposed to be more of a basically a cyberpunk type of themed Alucard. Hence the Alucard 2089. I kind of stole that from Robotron 2084, but I put 89 because I thought it was cooler, and I was born in 89, so why not? But thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. Just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. We've got Pestivania. Awesome name. I love that. I can tell you're a Castlevania fan, just like myself. We got Cavus. We've got Yogosim, which is Manuel Neto. on YouTube. If you haven't seen his YouTube, definitely follow him. He's an awesome guy in Brazil. He also gets the kits where you can game boxes as well as I do. I should have a box pretty soon from Jim as well, hopefully in the next couple weeks or so. I'll definitely do an unboxing of that and everything. We've got Stry, of course. We've got Cavus. Um, Trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone. I think we got everybody. All right. So we're gonna do some emotes tonight, and so for those of you who have been watching me for a little bit, you kind of know the joke that we use on the channel quite a bit. You know, with shoot 'em up games or anything like that, you always hear, you know, the pew pew thing. Well, our joke is the pee pee pew pew. So we're gonna do an emote of the pee pee pew pew. So I've got to spell it a certain way to where it doesn't mess up, like, or it doesn't get like flagged by Twitch or whatever. So I'm gonna do a little bit different. I've got a couple ideas of how we're gonna make it. If you have any suggestions, let me know. We got Brian Trusty in the chat, another awesome dude. If you haven't seen Brian Trusty, go check out his YouTube channel. I've been watching him for a long time. He's an awesome guy, and he sent me a awesome 2-player X arcade stick, and I've been loving that thing. Been playing with it all the time, and really thankful that he sent me that. I just want to make sure, guys, is my are my sound clips working? Hopefully they are. Let me know in the chat if the sound clips are working, if you can hear them. Also, I did put a new sound clip in. I'll let you guys guess which one it is, just for the fun of it. And we do have a new channel point redeem. I think you guys will really like that. It's a funny clip from a YouTube stream I did last Halloween. So pretty funny stuff. I think y'all like it. We got 7 awesome people watching. Thank y'all for coming by. Actually, I'm gonna try one myself real quick just to make sure.
It ain't got no gas in it.
All right, it's working. It ain't got no gas in it. I got that old lawnmower blade out there in the shed. All right, so we're gonna get started. I am using Procreate on the iPad right now. Actually, this might be better without the window, so you can see everything I'm doing. The gameplay window. I'm gonna take that off so you guys can see it better. All right, so this is Procreate. This is the app that I mainly use. I've been using a lot of different stuff here lately, a lot of vector art stuff, trying to learn that. Vector art's very different, so I'm still really a beginner on that, but I have learned how to convert a lot of things to vectors, and hopefully I'll, eventually I'll get, good at doing vector art. But for now, we're doing art on Procreate, which is in pixels, and as you can see here, it looks like this is a big canvas size, but it's really not. It is 112 by 112 pixels. That's what you need to make emotes on Twitch. YouTube is different. I think it was 48 by 48 pixels, if I'm not mistaken. So some of the older emotes I made, I actually had to convert them. Luckily, they came out okay and still look good. But if you're making emotes on your own, make sure that you do 112 by 112 pixels. That's what your canvas size is actually going to be. So this is actually going to look like pixel art when it's blown up like this. But when it's shrunk down as an emote, it's not going to look as much of pixel art as it does when it's blown up, if that makes any sense. Is Procreate free? It is not free, but it is only $10. The best art program I could recommend on iPad, and for $10, you really can't beat it. There's no subscription service or anything like that. I also do animations in Procreate as well, and excuse me, the stinger transition that you see actually, I will switch back. I'll flip the screen back and forth so you can see it. I actually made this in Procreate and a video editor as well. So let me flip this back for you guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This stinger transition here that's going to play. And that took a while to do. So it's actually it's around 500 frames of animation. It runs at 60 frames per second. So as you can imagine, that would take a while to do. I did it all frame by frame, layer by layer. But that's kind of how I like to do things. I did figure out some tricks and things like that in the video editors as well. But I just kind of like to do things the old school way. So first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to kind of walk you through this stuff as I'm doing it, just in case you guys are interested in art or if you want to get started in it. And if you're interested in Procreate, so you'll kind of get some tips and tricks along the way here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Canvas, and I'm going to turn on the drawing guide. What that does is it basically gives you a grid line. I don't know if you guys can really see it on your end. Huh, that's kind of weird that it's not showing up for you guys. Is it working? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure it was working there. All right. So, the reason I turned my drawing guide on, it's basically like a grid pattern, so it just helps me keep everything lined up. I'm not going to freehand fonts on this. I do that sometimes, like if I'm working on a logo for someone. But this time I'm just going to go with some fonts that I already use, that I've imported into Procreate. So over here, you've got your layers. So there's, your background and layer 1. So what I'm going to do is go over here to Actions and Add, and then Add Text. And I am going to clear this out and double tap it. Go up here to this box, and I'm going to select a font here. Probably go with a pixel type of font, maybe. I really like this mini caliber font that I downloaded. I always make sure that the ones I get are free and for commercial use as well, so you don't have to worry about anybody coming after you legally later. If you do use any fonts that you're supposed to pay for commercially, make sure you pay for those first before you put out anything commercially. Just a disclaimer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click the keyboard button to bring my keyboard back up. And so it's going to be the pee pee pew pew ship, basically. But I don't think I can spell it the way I've been spelling it, because I don't think Twitch would go for it. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. So I'm thinking maybe doing it like this. That actually looks really pixelated. I may have to actually freehand this, because I've never done fonts on this. Well, that's okay. We can freehand it. I will take this text out of here, delete that layer, and we'll start freehanding it. So in my brushes over here, I usually like to stick with the technical pen. It works really well for me. So we're going to stick with that. And I'm not really sure what color I want to go with, because I'm debating on whether it should have a transparent background or a colored background. I think the colored might be better, depending on what color the letters are, as long as you can read it. So let's see. I'm going to make a layer here, and I'm going to kind of divide this up in sections. So I'm just going to count these grid lines, count how many pixels there are, and I'm going to divide this up into 3 sections just to make sure I keep everything lined up the first time. While I'm doing this, I'm going to turn on some music for you guys. We'll play this one again, just for the hell of it. Also, I'm going to put in the chat commands for you guys. And keep in mind, we do have a new chat command. I'm gonna let you guys guess which one it is, because I know you're gonna laugh when you hear this one. And then we do have a new channel point redeem on there as well, a pretty cool clip. So check that out as well. Alright, so I need to break this up by 12s. I like them big ones. Mm-hmm. Wait, that didn't even work. What the hell? It did 2 lines? Or if something's wrong with this pen. I think that's a little bit off, but that's alright because I can shift this layer over. That looks centered up to me. I'll catch you boys in here a whacking again, and I'm on a hog tie-ins. What I'm going to do is, with this layer, I'm going to turn the opacity down on it. I'm just using it for a guide, basically. And then I'm going to add another layer on top of it. We're going to actually draw on this layer. Maybe I should do the background first. Alright. Doesn't have to be completely symmetrical. Just trying to do something cool. Have a cool background, you know. I'm going to duplicate that layer just in case anything goes wrong. I'll hide the bottom one. And we're going to put some color in there. Let's see, what colors do I want? I'll have some beer while I think about it. And if you're drinking tonight, cheers and happy Friday.
I reckon I'll have me some of the big ones.
I like them big ones. So nobody's actually guessed the new one yet. So I'm going to put it in for you because I actually want to hear this one. Pretty funny. You King of the Hill fans will definitely recognize this one.
Happiness. 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 Penis. I did it. Ovaries. Uvula. Uterus. Vagina.
And at the end of it, it's Hank fucking spitting his beer all over the place. I was trying to find a clip that had like the part after that where he goes in the house and he's like, "Peggy, the whole neighborhood could hear you in here a cussing." We got Brandon Wallace here. What's up, man? This is the 2020 iPad Pro, and I've got the Apple Pencil, the Gen 2 pencil. All right. I don't know what colors I really want to use, so I'm just gonna kind of look through here. I got a bunch of color palettes. I guess I could use that. Maybe look at some of these color palettes, see if I find anything interesting. See. Trying to figure out what I want to use first. Thinking the background needs to be kind of darker because the uh the letters will probably be lighter, most likely. Not really feeling the color palettes right now, so I'm just gonna pick my own stuff. I'm thinking about a blue. All right, so now we can start color dropping stuff. Mal Blue Eyes is here. What's up? What's this wonderful thing you're creating? Just this is basically just a doodle right now. I like to doodle on the iPad. But it's going to be an emote, so there's kind of a joke we've got going on the channel, since you know we play shoot 'em ups a lot, and you know everybody calls them, you know, pew pews or whatever. So we had the joke about the pew 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 pew. So that's what the emote's going to be, is the pew 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 pew. But I just wanted to make a cool background to it and then add the text and everything on top of it, and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it'll be pretty cool. So I'm just going to start color dropping some of this stuff here. in these areas. All right. And what other color should I use? I'm thinking a gray. Gray goes good with pretty much anything. Let's see. A little bit darker. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Nope. Sometimes when I'm sitting at this angle, I've noticed the pencil doesn't always want to do exactly what I want it to, but the only reason I think is because I dropped the pencil one time and it kind of has like a little scruffy little piece on it now, and I think that might be why it does that. Um, but no big deal. No, didn't mean to do that. So, just want to explain too. So, like to undo something in this app, you just use two fingers and tap it, and it will undo. If you want to redo, use three fingers and tap it, and it redoes whatever you erased. So I know a lot of the tricks and stuff about it. If you guys would be interested in a tutorial or something of this, I've been using this app for probably almost a year now. Actually, I think a year in September. Yeah, so it's not been quite a year, probably about 9 months or so. Any summer Steam sales recommended so far? I'm not seeing a lot. I haven't really checked on the Steam sales here lately. Um, I know a while back there was a game I was wanting to get, the Castlevania Harmony of Despair, or Harmony of yeah, Harmony of Despair. The one that was on 360, they had it for like $5 a while back, and I kind of forgot about it. It's probably not $5 anymore. Luke, my dog, is hypnotized with your drawing. That is awesome. I was gonna bring my dog out here, but he keeps getting out of the fence, and I keep having to plug holes up everywhere because he keeps getting out. So I didn't want to leave him out when I'm not watching him, but I wish he could be out here. I'm just gonna color in some of the spots that the color drop missed. And I'm literally doing this pixel by pixel because this is very small. Take my blue again. We're going to go over this just a tad. It doesn't really have to be perfect because it is an emote. You're not really going to notice these off little pixels um, when it's all finished anyways, because it's going to be so small. So I'm not going to fret too much over it being, exactly perfect. Um, but we'll see how this goes. I think I need to make these just a tad bit darker. This tablet is sensitive too about color, like touch sensitive, like basically how hard you're tapping it. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. All right, I think it looks pretty cool there. All right, so we're gonna go back to layer two, since this is on top, and we're gonna start doing our lettering. We've got 10 awesome people watching. Thank you all for watching. Let me play some music again. Sorry, I really need to put this on a playlist. Let's see. How about let's listen to some Pachi music. There we go. Got some music going. And I don't think I want to outline for the letters. Let's see, what would be a good color for this? Yeah, for some reason, sometimes at this angle, this pen doesn't want to do what I want it to a lot of times. The Actually, maybe I'll just go with white. White would probably look pretty good. Actually, I need to divide this up one more time in the middle. I'm going to go down to this layer that I turn the opacity down on. I'm going to turn it up one more time so I can see exactly what I'm doing. And I'm going to turn the grid drawing guide on again. I think I need to get a new tip for this pen. Okay, so give me just a second. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's like it's not registering all the way. I think I may have to flip this around, do it like this. There we go, finally. Alright, now I'm going to turn the opacity that layer down again, because I'm only using that for a guide. Okay. Well, that's nice to hear, Mal Blue Eyes. I appreciate that. I'm gonna light up another cigarette real quick. You know, it's been a long time since I did a stream out here on the patio. It feels kind of nice to stream out here every now and then. Is that? Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. That happens sometimes, guys. It does happen. Alright, here we go. Trying to make this a straight line. Honestly, I usually sit with this thing in my lap, so it's kind of hard for me to draw this way. Yeah, it's like the very like tip of it is not registering. That's awesome, man. I'll light a cigarette. Also, smokers support themselves. Yes. Smoke them if you got them. So for those of you who don't know about this, something I'm really excited about. My friend in California, Marvel. I'm sure you guys have seen him on the channel before. He goes by the Experience Share. That's the name of the game store that he just opened up yesterday. I actually did the store logo for him and his social media logo, and it was just so awesome to see that up on a storefront, you know. So I feel like, you know, now I'm in business, you know. Now that I actually have something up on a storefront, I feel like I'm finally starting to get somewhere with the graphic design thing. Yeah, Brandon, dude, that store, his inventory is so awesome, man. Like, I would love to just go in there and look around, but I'd spend a ton of money too. I know, he had a lot of awesome stuff. Awesome, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate it, man. I'm definitely trying to get some work. Um, I think I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, guys. I'm gonna have to set this in my lap or something because it is not working the way I want it to.
Where I could have mustard and biscuits 3 or 4 times a week.
I like them mustard biscuits. But I think this emote will turn out pretty awesome. That part was a little too thick. As you can see, when you're working with a canvas this small, it's kind of hard to get your lines exactly right. Um, because you are working with pixels. I'm going to show you y'all an awesome trick here in a minute that you can do with this. As soon as I finish this up. Okay. That P does look a little bit off. I'm going to erase that. One cool trick you can do with the the Apple Pencil in Procreate is you can double tap it like this to switch between your brush and your eraser. So very handy trick. So I'm just gonna erase this part real quick. I want to redo it. I feel like that side is too small. Is there zooming? Yes. So basically, you get the tablet, you use two fingers, and you just zoom like you would on a phone or a tablet. So it has a lot of the iPhone type of gestures on it. Works really well. See, actually, I'm gonna erase this whole thing because these lines did not turn out as good as I wanted them to. Need to clean this up a little bit before I go any further. I think it's still not wanting to register the right way. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna see if I can buy a new tip thing for this Apple Pencil. Sorry, the music keeps on turning off. Ring Fit Master is here. What's up, man? We're just making some emotes and listening to some game music. I don't know why this isn't working. What, now my fucking... I'm gonna close out of Procreate and open it back up because it's doing some really weird stuff right now. There we go. See if that makes it any better. I think it did. Great. Yeah, that's too big too. Lettering is like even harder trying to do it on this small of a canvas. And my pen's not working with me. Let me make sure it's charged. I charged it yesterday, it should be okay. Yeah, it's at 92%. Just on dinner break, you trying to take down Saru's art streams? Oh no, man. Love the music playing. Yeah, that's Dodonpachi, one of my favorite shooters. Love that game. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. This game music is Dodonpachi. So I'm going to show you a cool trick we can do now. Alright, so you see I've got the P already drawn. We're going to duplicate this. Instead of having to do all that work again, we're going to duplicate it. So duplicate it. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to move it over there. Then we're going to duplicate it again. We're going to move it over here. Yeah, I need to line them up a little bit better, I think. There we go. I think that looks good. And so then we're going to color them in. I'm just going to color drop these. Oh, no. That's because I forgot to change layers. And now I'm going to duplicate it a third time. And we're going to move this one down here. And now all we have to do is the E and the W. Ringfit Master says, did you try sharpening the stylus in the sharpener? It never works for me personally. It might actually work for me because I think what the issue is I dropped it one time when I was sitting here, and you know, this patio ground is concrete, so it hit right on the concrete and it kind of tipped it. It's got like a rugged kind of edge on it now, and I think that's what the issue is with it. The screen whited out there, Daniel wouldn't approve. That's funny as hell. That's like Steam Hearts when it's blown up really big. Yeah, that's what it would look like. A dog mesmerizer. My dog is watching with full attention. That's awesome. I wish my dog would do that. He doesn't listen to me. And as you can tell, when I'm doing artwork, I don't really drink as much because I've got my mind focused on, you know, what I'm doing, so. Alright. So we're making some progress. Make another layer. This is going to be the E. So this shouldn't be too hard. This pen is not working right and it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to see if you can actually buy tips for these. This is my favorite song in Dodonpachi. The Dog Stylizer. Like the Dog Whisperer, but better. See, look. Nothing. Oh. It's on a race. The struggles of a digital artist. It's real, I'm telling you. Well, it's still not doing it. Okay, so now the very tip part is starting to work. That's kind of weird. Okay. Well, at least it's working a little bit. Why is this not working? Finally. They probably do, Ring Fit Master. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. That's kind of off center, but I think I kind of like that. So, color it in, see how it looks. Sarumaru is hosting. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're doing all right tonight. One of my favorite artists out there, Sarumaru. If you haven't seen Sarumaru yet, go check him out, please. We're gonna shout him out right now. Saru's spying on you, Alucard, possibly to steal your work. All right, we got the E done. Let's see. All right, so now we got the W. Okay, this one might be kind of hard to fit in that space, so I gotta see. Sorry, we got a kick out of that one too. See, I think I'm gonna have to make
Alright then.
these lines kind of closer together.
You are approaching the target of attack. Your mission starts now.
Gumbasks is here. He says, "Hey, boss man, how's it going? Thought I'd drop in to see what you're making." Awesome, man. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I'm making a emote for you guys. We unlocked a new emote slot, so I'm just trying to make an emote. I'm not sure if this will be the finished project, but we'll see how it goes. Just kind of just making something for now. My pen would work with me. Man, that's gonna be hard to make a W. I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way.
You're not talk that way, you just a boy. I think he's cut up peckers and lips in that pot of meat.
Brian Trusty's hosting. Thank you so much, man. Yep, I am left-handed. That's where all my creativity comes from, I guess. Right brain.
It ain't got no gas in it. It ain't got no gas in it. They made me live out there in a shed with an old hole in the ground. I didn't do too much of nothing. Just kind of sat out there and stared at the walls and tinkered around with an old lawnmower. They came and gave me biscuits and mustard 2 or 3 times a week.
All right, thanks for coming by, Ring Fit Master. I appreciate it. I'm glad you got a kick out of it, Gumbastic. I've even got my own story about Carl Childers telling the story of Super Mario. We won't go into that here because I'm gonna mess it up. I'm focusing too much on this, but I'll definitely do it one day on a stream. It's my fapping hand, yeah. The one I play with my joystick with the pee pew pew. I think that's kind of off. Damn, I wish this pen would work right. Guess I'm gonna have to buy another one. There, that's good enough. I think I'm gonna make this a little bit skinnier. Alright, now I'm going to have to do some erase work because it kind of screwed the sides up. Oh, that's awesome, Manuel. Yeah, that's good, man. That's a good time for you. Cassius is here. What's up, man? How's it going? Time for another song. Time for a smoke. I think I need to clean up these a little bit more just along the edges. Got a little bit of overfill that I don't like the look of. I'm going to clean this up just a tad. Oh, I didn't play the music. There we go. Wasn't actually planning on doing any lettering tonight, but kind of had to since I'm working on such a small canvas. I was just going to use some fonts, but that is okay. Gonna go through and touch all these up just a little bit. Well, that was a short song. Man, this pen is just not wanting to work with me tonight. Play another song. We got 13 awesome viewers. Thank y'all for coming by and watching.
You just a boy. I like the way you talk. Mm-hmm.
Man, if this pen would work right, this wouldn't take so long. I see what happened. My opacity on my eraser got turned down, I guess, when I was messing with stuff. That's why it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. There we go. Sometimes these programs will get you like that, like you won't really notice why things like that are happening, but you're like, why is it not working? But it definitely happens to the best of us. Definitely get more used to it over time. Just trying to clean these letters up just as much as I possibly can. Yes, you can get copyright strikes on Twitch as well. A lot of times you don't really have to worry about a lot of video game music if it's instrumental. But if it has vocals and stuff like that in it, that's when you really have to watch out. Let's see. For anyone wondering, this music is from Triggerheart Excelica, the Dreamcast version specifically. I do have the arcade soundtrack on here as well. Great game. I've streamed that quite a few times on my YouTube channel. I don't think I've streamed it on Twitch yet, however. I know right now it probably doesn't look like I'm doing much on this, but I'm just cleaning up these letters as much as I possibly can before I go any farther. Icarus is here. What's up, man? Glad you can make it, dude. Konami's a bitch. Every Konami game I put in YouTube gets a strike. Really? I did not know that. I wonder, that is kind of weird. I wonder if it's something about Brazil specifically, because I know things are different, you know, in different areas of the world, with how all that works and how they handle things. That is kind of strange how that happens. Icarus, don't know if you're on Twitch yet, man. He is a YouTube streamer as well. I'm gonna shout you out. I'm actually looking at my the stream itself as a reference too, to see what it looks like there versus my iPad screen, just to make sure I've got everything cleaned up and looking nice. It's always good to have a reference for things like that, I think. This music is from an amazing game called Super XYX, my favorite shooter of last year. If you haven't checked it out on Steam. I have every single version of this soundtrack, the digital version, the CD version, and both vinyl variants of this. I listen to this basically every day. One of my favorite soundtracks ever. Actually, I'm going to shout out Karina too, the composer, because she also streams. She does like, she'll play retro stuff, but it's sped up like 90 frames per second, and she'll beat a lot of these games. She plays a lot of fighting games and shoot 'em up and stuff. Really cool stuff. Go check her out as well. Last stream in Castlevania Bloodlines, awesome. Everybody's been playing Bloodlines lately. Right before I went over to, right before I came over to Twitch, I actually beat Bloodlines on my YouTube channel on stream. Awesome game. All right. I think the letters look good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate my work. I always do this just in case I mess something up or I want to change some things.
I swear, if
Did the shout-out player actually play? Oh, I didn't have it on. My bad. Let me shout her out again so it'll play her clip. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had that showing. Just want to make sure everything is working. We got 12 awesome people watching. Thank you all for watching. Let's see. Actually, I think I need to scoot these letters down a little bit as well. But I am going to go ahead and duplicate my work. So how you do that is you go up to the top right corner, you hit select. You're going to select your artwork, and you're going to hit duplicate. So that way I have a copy in case I mess up something. And this one, what I want to do is, since I want to move all of these things together, I am going to group all of these items. So how you do that is, oh, the clip is playing. Awesome. Awesome. So it is working. Cool. Yeah, playing Shinobi. So what you're going to do is, so if you want to group everything like this, you're going to swipe left on the layers like that. You're going to keep going down and swiping them left. And then you're going to, up in the top right hand corner there, it says group. You're going to group all those items. And now what I'm going to do is click on new group. And now the little arrow button at the top of the screen, you're going to click that, and now we can move this around freely however we want to. So I'm just going to try to center this. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that is good enough. Looks like it moved it a little bit whenever I tried to click off of it. There we go. Midori Michiko 2008 follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Alright, so we grouped all those together. I don't know if I'm 100% satisfied with this. I just wanted to do something. See how it looked. Surfing Claws is here. What's up, man? How you doing tonight, man? And thank you for the bits. We got 13 awesome people watching. So I think this looks pretty cool, but I kind of want it to be a little bit different than this. I think I'm going to add shadows as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this group. I'm going to duplicate the group. Alright, now you see I've got all those layers. So I'm just going to collapse it. And I'm going to select the group underneath it. I'm going to hide this group. Actually, for this one, I'm going to merge these down into one layer. Going to color drop. And now we're going to go back up here, show this layer again, then we're going to select the layer under it. We're going to select, and then move it like this. See, which way does it look better? I think it looks better that way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the opacity of this layer just a little bit. Still want it to be kind of dark, but maybe about 80%. I think that looks pretty good. A large outline in the letters. Yeah, I could definitely do that too. I kind of want the thing to be brighter. I was thinking about going with a darker background and lighter letters. Maybe I should go with darker letters and a lighter background. Possibly. Since we've done a little bit more work to it, I'm actually going to duplicate this again. Just in case. I always make duplicates. One good thing about Procreate is it automatically saves everything. You don't have to worry about saving like you would in some other programs. Especially stuff like Photoshop and things like that. You don't have to worry about saving your work. It's already going to be there for you. Just trying to think a little bit here. Let's see. I think we're going to play around with this layer. So here's something cool you can do. You can go into your effects and go to hue, saturation, and brightness. We're going to select the layer. You can select the pencil too. If you select the pencil, it just means whatever brush you have selected, and you know how big it is and everything. That's going to control that as well. We're just going to do layer. So I'm going to select the hue and the hue here, and we're going to change the colors a little bit and see which one looks best. Yes, Procreate is on iOS only. That's actually the reason I purchased an iPad as well, was specifically for this program. I really like green type of stuff. That teal kind of color looks pretty cool to me. I think I like that. That teal looking color. That's pretty cool. I'm going to add a new layer above this. And I think I want to add, I'm going to go into my brushes. There's a section here called Luminance. And you can do some pretty cool lighting stuff with it. One of my favorite things to use is the flare. I'm going to go into our colors. I think I'm going to choose like a golden type of color. Yeah, that's too big. We're going to bring the brush size down. Move it, make sure it's centered. Maybe turn the opacity down a little bit, play with some of the filters. That looks pretty cool. I like that. See, and I have a ton of assets and stuff that I've previously made, so sometimes I use those. A lot of them I haven't really used yet. But just for instance, the emote here, the pixel ship that we have the emote for, I can copy this. How many layers do I have here? Okay, copy the canvas. I don't know if I'll finalize it this way. I just want to show you kind of like what you can do here. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to bring it down some, rotate it this way, and then we're going to that's not doing what I want it to. Gonna go to distort. See. Try to make it more 3D looking, like a ship in there in the background. See, that doesn't look too bad. Not sure if I will keep it that way, but it doesn't look too bad.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
Now, if I catch you boys in here a whacking again, I'm gonna hog tie you. We could. I'm gonna hide this layer. I did find a riding ship I was gonna try to make into an emote like this. I basically just scaled it down. It does have a black background though, so I would have to basically cut it out. But that's there. Could maybe use something like that for a ship. Or I could just make another one. I don't know. I think with this one, we'll probably keep it simple. That might be the best thing to do. Is just keep it simple. I don't know. What do you guys think so far? Do you think it's turning out pretty good? I'm going to add another layer on top of this one. Brian says, I like it. Awesome, man. I want to make it as cool as I possibly can for you guys. You know, because any, subs that are, paying to have these emotes, I want you guys to enjoy them and like them. So if you have any input at all, definitely let me know. If you have any suggestions for emotes, I would love to hear that as well. Because I want to try to get ahead of the game a little bit and make some more. You know, that way when we unlock more emote slots, that I will have some already made. The central effect is on point. Awesome. I think I really like the way that looks too. But I feel like it's just missing one little thing. I'm not sure what it is yet. Um, Sometimes I kind of have to think a little bit and kind of take my time, and then I'll get an idea and I'll add one little touch to it, and it just, makes it turn out exactly the way I wanted it to. Um, that's kind of how it is for me as far as creativity. Sometimes I have, you know, all my ideas up front, but when I really start digging in and like creating something from nothing, basically, because like with this, I didn't really have any preconceived ideas other than I wanted it to say, pew 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 pew. That's the only thing I knew. So I just kind of went into it, and the first little background thing you saw me do, that was just just I kind of, just came up with that in my head real quick and just went with it. And, now I'm just trying to finish it and actually make it, something pretty cool. Um, but my creative process, I guess, is kind of different with a lot of things, because I'm also a musician, and I was actually thinking about streaming from the studio room tonight, but I didn't want to do that tonight because I was like, it's Friday. I want to smoke my cigarettes and drink my beer and everything, so I don't do all that in the house. Um, but I do want to do some streams in the future of, playing music, maybe doing some art streams and playing music or playing games. Play some bass, guitar, stuff like that for you guys. I think that would be really cool. If you guys would be interested in that, definitely let me know. Turn some more music on. Turn it down just a little bit. Yep, so today, making emotes, we just unlocked a new emote slot, and so just making an emote for that, and then we're going to play a game later on. I'm thinking about, because I really don't have a lot of stuff on the computer as far as like Steam stuff, and most of the stuff I have I'd want to play in Tate mode, and I don't have it set up for Tate right now. So we might actually go back to Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth, if you guys remember me playing that on YouTube. Very good game, very Castlevania-like, and I haven't played it in a while, and I would like to actually finish it, so we might actually try to beat that one tonight. If we don't do that, it might be some stuff on MAME, possibly. Might play some MAME stuff. I've got, pretty much everything on there as far as arcade stuff, and that's basically what I've been on here lately, is an arcade kick. Sorry says we're gonna play hentai. Yep,
We're gonna play that Carl Childers hentai. Them old fingers and lips cut up in that potted meat.
some titty mahjongs, some titty tiddlums. trying to play around with this just a little bit. Just to see if I can do anything more with that middle part of it. Kind of make it pop out a little bit more. That looks pretty wild. I don't know. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that on Twitch for sure, or YouTube. Oh yeah, man, definitely, Cavis. I'm definitely keeping up with the arcade stuff. I'm trying to get some more equipment and everything right now because I do want to continue making videos on my YouTube channel. I'm just not streaming on there anymore, but I want to do a arcade series basically of touring different arcades. For right now, only in Florida, like ones that are, roughly like probably no more than like 2 hours away from me. Um, but I do want to do that and just trying to get some more gear and everything together. Um, and yeah, the ones that I've been to over the last 3 weeks have been amazing. There's one in Tampa that I really, really want to check out. I was gonna go this weekend, but I can't really because I got some family stuff going on, and just a lot of things I got to catch up on at home. But I may go next weekend or something like that. Yeah, Icarus. Yeah, man, we can definitely go because Icarus. I actually know him as well, and he lives around here too. So we could definitely hit up the arcades. The Galaxy Bar is literally only like 10 minutes away from me. I actually did a stream from there the other night. I think it was Tuesday night. Um, and it's really good, man. They've got so many good machines there. I feel like this is missing something. I apologize that I've been kind of just stalling here, but um, I'm trying to get this just right, and I know there's something more I can do with it, and I'm just trying to figure out what that is. But it will come to me here in a moment, I believe. Sometimes I just play around with stuff just to see, what I can actually do with it. Um, And I am doing this on another layer, just in case you're wondering, so I don't do anything destructive to what I've already completed. Kind of weird, but kind of psychedelic, and I kind of like that. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it look better now or worse? So before and after. Before, after. Brian Trusty likes it more. Awesome. We can even go around and play with this layer a little bit. And change the hue, the brightness, things like that. I actually like it just the way that it was. So we're going to leave it right there. I can add some other effects though. Maybe some halftone.
It's time for punishment. Take it, Mr. Slave.
Oh, it hurts.
Take it, Mr. Slave, take it. I think I kind of like this. That was a halftone effect that I put on it. Which in this particular scenario is completely different from what halftone actually does. I'm sure you guys, know what halftone is. If you're familiar with like the older comic book style, newspaper comics, stuff like that, how it has like the little tiny circles all over everything. That's basically the same effect. That one's awesome. I love this one. I think it turned out really good. See, no, I just want to bring back, what I was saying a moment ago. Like, I know there's something I can do with this that I don't know what it is yet, but if I play around with it a little bit more, I'm probably going to figure it out. I think this looks a lot better. I really do. So if I turn that off, that's what we have, and that's with it on. I think that looks pretty awesome, in my opinion. I may be able to even do some more stuff with it, but I think what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to duplicate this layer and see what kind of other effects I can put on it. That looks really crazy. Whoa. Look at that one. That looks insane. That looks insane, man. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this again. And we're going to change this back to where it was. Actually, I'm just going to turn that layer off completely. That's what we had originally. I can turn this layer off too because we don't need this guide anymore. My cigarette went out. I've got an idea. To make this a little bit more defined, I'm going to duplicate this layer again. I'm going to bring it up above this one. I'm going to turn the opacity down, or actually, I'm going to make it an overlay. So it kind of defines it more. Turn the opacity down some, just to give it a little bit more definement with the lines and everything. So now let's look at this with it on and with it off. See. Actually, with this one, I want to do some other effects with it. If I possibly can. Just want it to be on normal. Turn the opacity down to about 50%. And maybe, yeah, maybe add some noise. All right, Brian Trusty, thank you for coming by, man. It was awesome having you as always. Hope you have a good night. I think that looks pretty cool. Gives it a little bit more depth. All right, I just want to compare this a couple of times. Turn that off. All right, and that's what we originally had. See. And that's what the effect that I just put on there. I think I like that one better. And that's the one with the ship in the middle. I don't think I want that in there. I think I like it the way it is. See. Just kind of testing things out. Just comparing them. And then this one, I think that looks pretty wild too. That looks pretty cool. But I kind of like the brighter colors of this one. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a pretty cool emote? Do you think I should just leave it the way it is? Turn some music on again. Sorry, I was just kind of thinking about stuff. We still got 11 awesome viewers. Thank y'all for hanging out and watching. Wow, we've been going almost 2 hours now. Darken the background or black outline the text. I think it actually looks better, brighter, the background, but let me duplicate it again, and we will darken it. So I'm going to go into this layer, I believe. Kind of like that, Stry. Like that. All right, I'm gonna leave it there for now. A bit more. All right. I think that looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think, let me try this too. So this layer with the flare thing that I have. Oh, I've got that set to overlay. Okay. Let me duplicate this layer and turn the opacity down just a tad bit. So I want to brighten up the middle part just a little bit. Maybe about right there. Yeah, it could do with an outline. It does have the shadow, but I could do an outline. I'm just wondering if it should be white and black, or well, yeah, I guess white and it would have to be white and black. Okay. I'm going to duplicate this one more time just because we adjusted the colors. So I don't want to mess anything up on that when I do this. So I'm going to duplicate it one more time. And since I freehanded this, I would actually have to cut out the outline, but that's not too big of a deal. So what I'll do is I can move this back. And what I can do is put this layer on top of this group for now. That way we're just seeing the black. And I'm actually going to turn the opacity back up on it. Psychedelic feel, yeah, for sure. I've always liked that kind of look and stuff. I'm going to finish this beer real quick. All right. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this layer as well and hide that, or hide this one. just in case I mess anything up. So what I'm going to do is basically start erasing the middle parts to make an outline. This is going to be kind of tricky. Maybe not too bad. No, I didn't want to edit the line. There we go. And so I can't color drop because I'm actually erasing right now. So that's why I'm not color dropping it, because I'm actually erasing this to make an outline. Actually, I've got a better idea. So I'm going to hide this layer. I'm going to move this one back down. And this is what we're going to do. We're actually just going to make it a bit bigger and move it. Actually, hold on. I got to turn the opacity back up. Or wait, no, it's, I get it. Never mind. Never mind. I've got it on freeform. Crap. Hold on. Uniform. I don't think it's going to line up right. Let's see. I think what I'll have to do is I'm going to duplicate this again. I'm going to hide this layer. And I'm actually going to erase. I'm going to select a different brush for my eraser. I'm going to do the top and bottom part separately because it's not scaling right. But this will be easier than just cutting everything out of it. So I'm going to erase the bottom part on this. Oh, brush size is a little too big there. Okay. And then I'm going to duplicate it one more time. Or wait, not that one. This one. And then we're going to erase the top part of this. And now we're going to move it, and it should work right. Oh man, I don't know. I might have to do each letter individually for it to work that way. DJ Psycho is following. What's up, man? I've been watching your streams lately. I've been really enjoying those and the arcade stuff you got going on, man. Thank you. We still got 10 awesome people watching. Thank you all for watching. Well, maybe I will go back to erasing then, because it doesn't look like my idea was going to work the way that I thought it would. But that's not a big deal. We can still make this happen. We're just making an outline basically now, because I had to freehand the letters. Like, I have to be so delicate with this pen right now for the pixels not to go outside the lines that I want it to. Alright, awesome, Gumbastic. Thank you for coming by. And I will see you next time, man. Just a quick question, guys. So I've got one letter finished. Do you think that outline is too thin? Like, should it be thicker than that? I think it could be a little bit thicker. I think what I'm going to do, instead of erasing, I'm just going to outline it by hand. That would be a lot easier, actually. I'm just going to erase these other parts Just gonna erase these parts for now. I'm just gonna outline it by hand because I think it'd be easier than trying to erase the outline or erase the middle of it to make an outline. All right, then now I'm gonna work on this same layer and just gonna go back with the technical pen. Actually, I can duplicate this for all the P's, so I'm gonna do that first so I don't duplicate work, you know. So we're gonna move this over just like that. Doesn't line up perfect, but good enough for right now. Duplicate it again. Move it over. Duplicate it again. Move this one down here. And then I've only got 2 letters that I have to do. See, there's always usually a smart way to do these kinds of things. It might just take a minute to figure it out. You saw I kind of stumbled around for a few minutes trying to figure out the best way. Sometimes it's hard to get it lined up exactly right, though. And that's about as good as I'm going to get that one. Yeah, there we go. It snapped on perfect. All right. Now we just got to do 2 more. Yeah, the piece. Yeah, I think it does look better. I definitely agree with you guys. I think it looks better with the outline for sure. Keep the music going. All right. All right, awesome, DJ Sakio. Thank you for coming by, man. After I finish this up here in just a little bit, we are going to be playing a game. Maybe a few games. I'm gonna have to do this part pixel by pixel because it's an angled line. Just gonna finish this up real quick and then I'll change the music. I just want to finish this up real fast. I'm not 100% sure, so I mean I've got MAME and stuff like that on here. I don't have any consoles or anything hooked up right now, but pretty much anything I could play on MAME. Or maybe I was thinking about playing Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit, and Wonder Labyrinth, which is a game I started a while back. And before I started streaming on Twitch not long ago, I was streaming it on my YouTube channel and wanted to beat the game, and I haven't had time to go back to it, but it's really good, really awesome game. All right, Star, well, thank you so much for coming by and sticking around, man. And I will definitely see you next time, man. But this is almost finished. I think once I finish the outline, it should be good to go. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Turn some music on again. All right, thank you for coming by, Icarus, and we'll definitely hit up those arcades, man, for sure. All right, guys. I think it is good to go. Awesome, man. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it, man. I think it looks pretty cool, man. I think I will call that good, and this will be the pee pee pew pew emote. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add all these into a stack, just because I like to save the originals. I like to play around with stuff sometimes and alter things. So we're gonna select all of them, and we're gonna hit stack, and that's gonna make a stack with all the artworks in there. And so, yeah, you're right. Like, look at those side by side. The one with the outline and the one without one looks way better. You guys were right. Definitely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this one. And I am going to upload it as a let's see. I think it has to be JPEG actually for Twitch. I'd rather use PNG, but I think it has to be a JPEG. So I am going to go over to my Google Drive, upload it, and now it's on my Google Drive. So now I can basically, you know, go ahead and submit it to Twitch. They'll have to approve it. It'll probably take a day or so for them to approve it. But then after that, we'll be able to use the emote. So pretty excited about that. I am going to take a quick break for a couple minutes, take a bathroom break, and I will play some music for you guys. I'm going to put the commands in here for the sound clips so you can have fun with those. And I will be back here in a few minutes, guys. Alright guys, thank you all for waiting. I just got the emote uploaded as well, and that is all ready to go. We're going to wait for Twitch to approve it, and that is going to be available in the tier 1 sub. And so you'll be able to use that, the Pixel Ship, and the Carl Childers emote, if you have that. So what I'm going to do, since we've already made the emote, I'm going to go ahead and start shutting this stuff down, and then we're going to play a game. So let me just get ready for that real quick. I just got to adjust some things.
I reckon I'll have me some of the biggins.
I like him biggins.
Wow, looks like we dropped down to 3 viewers after that break. Wow. Well, you three that are still watching, thank you so much for sticking around. We're still gonna play some games and have some fun. Need to close out a few things on the computer. All right, guys. So let me move my camera around actually real quick. I know that's kind of a weird camera angle, but I just wanted y'all to be able to see tablet and everything, you know. Bring that bit. Yeah, should be fine. Um, what do you guys actually want to see me play tonight? So I was thinking the Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth. It's been a while since we played that. Or we could play something on MAME. Since we've only got a couple people left watching, I can definitely play something you guys want to see. Any games in particular that you guys want to see? Yeah, the Castlevania-like game. Yep, it was that one. It's been a while since I played it. Awesome. Well, I think we'll play that one for a little bit. Oh, we didn't play, nobody's done the channel point redeem yet. So I'm gonna do it because I just want you guys to see it, and I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Richard, what happened?
Richard's
Oh,
dead.
Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
They're terrible demons.
It was a huge
Ouch.
Oh man, I thought that was so funny in that stream. But that's the new channel point redeem. It's called Ouch. Let me switch my I gotta go into my display settings and change my monitor real quick. Yeah, yeah, I just added it last night. I was trying to get people to to redeem it, but I guess they didn't notice it that it was there. But I'm gonna be setting up a lot more of them when I have time. The just a second, guys. Got 13,000 points. Awesome. Yeah, Brandon, let me know. Let me know if there's anything cool on there, man. Grab my controller real quick. Oh yeah, shit. I gotta turn the controller on before I turn the game on. I forget that sometimes. But this game is seriously phenomenal, though. Like, Mark Smith actually gifted me this game, and I think he's been really busy or something here lately. I haven't really heard from him too much, but really love this game though. It's been a while since I've played it, so I'm probably a little bit rusty. I don't really remember where I was on this game. Oh yeah, this was the joke. The meat beating. And it's been a while since I played this. So that's my arrows. Magic. That's how okay, that's how I change that stuff. I think this is a boss battle. Oh wow, we got a spike in viewers. We got 5 viewers in here now. Thank you guys. We had like, what, 13 a little while ago, and I took a break and they all left. Oh yeah, I think I remember this. It was like a boss rush thing. Kick that dragon right in the nuts. Yeah, I'm a little rusty at this. All right, got them. Oh, shit. This has got to be right at the end of the game, I would imagine. This game's 20% off on Steam. That's awesome, man. Oh, I forgot about that attack. Kick that dragon's ass, too. Oh. Got lightning. Circle Claw says, I really like this game since the first time I saw you play it. Yeah, it's really good, man. It says it's 20% off right now on Steam. It's really good. Definitely worth checking out. I'm surprised the mechanics of this game came back to me as quickly as it did. He got me. Almost had him. I'm just changing the stream's name here. I can't believe I made it that far, Brandon. To be honest, I was pretty surprised. But really, like, any Symphony of the Night fan would love this game. I believe it is the end of the game. It seems like it. Gotta beat the meat. If it's not, it's gotta be close to it. Alright, struggle with the gen a little bit there, but... Alright, beat that bitch. Fuck. Jumped right in the middle of it. Oh man, the healing potion only got me out of the confused state or whatever. I didn't know it did that. Got 3 people watching now. Awesome. I guess somebody is lurking. It is Friday night. There's probably a lot of people streaming tonight. Damn, she back kicked my ass. I don't remember if I ever figured out a good way to dodge that. I don't think I did. Oh, you gotta, I get it, you gotta stay in the middle. You gotta stay like under her when the wing things happen. I'm paying more attention to the sword. Okay, I'm getting it now. Oh shit. Alright, we beat that thing this time. Now the other dragon, right? I think, yeah. Fuck. I can't believe I dodged all that shit. I really can't. And you're mine, dragon bitch.
I took him down. Down to that old shell with the old hole in the ground.
help mustard and biscuits 3 or 4 times a week.
Ah, come on, come on. Ah, man.
Well, I got farther that time than I did the last time. Epic battle for sure, hell yeah. I'm gonna finish off this beer, I believe, real quick. Sit here and chill with y'all for a few minutes. You know, I might actually see if I can find this soundtrack on Bandcamp. This is a killer soundtrack, man. Killer soundtrack. So I know there's just Shirk and Claus and Brandon Wallace in here, but would you guys actually like to see more streams like this where I do emotes, you know, for the channel? That way everybody kind of gets a sneak peek, you know, of the emotes. If they have any suggestions, anything they want to see in the emotes, I think, you know, for me, that's kind of what I wanted to do, art streams anyways, but I think that's even better, is to have, you know, the viewers watching, you know, what they want to see on the channel for the emotes and stuff like that. I just like to get you guys input on things, and you know, let me know if you can, if you guys would like to see more art streams like that. Yeah, just once in a while. Yeah, it wouldn't be like an all the time thing, just every now and then. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Like maybe just whenever we unlock a new emote tier or something like that, I could do one. I didn't expect that emote to actually take as long as it did, because I was going to use fonts instead. But I guess it was so small that it just wouldn't really work right. So I didn't think it was going to take that long. I thought I could get it done in less than an hour, and it took 2 hours, so it took a little bit longer than I thought. But now I know more than I did, because I haven't actually made any emotes yet with text in it. So I like a good challenge like that, you know, kind of, you know, going through it and learning it. I'm more of a hands-on type of learner too, so I think I do, you know, a lot better when it comes to stuff like that. But maybe eventually I'll do some real art streams as well, and not just emo art streams, you know. You know, maybe when I'm working on stuff, because, you know I talked about a while back that I was working on some animations, and I wanted to make like an animated intro for the YouTube channel, and I could still use the same thing on Twitch as well, for like an intro type of thing. That's still in the works. I'm still actually in the concept art stage of it. But once I get that done, it's going to be awesome, because I mentioned at the first of the stream, you know, with the Alucard 2089 thing, it's supposed to kind of be like a cyberpunk take on Alucard, and so I want it to be like that. Basically what I'm looking for to do is I want to make the background art basically like a cityscape, kind of retro themed almost, but like cyberpunk. But also have, you know how like in the old Castlevania games, you'd always see Dracula's castle up there behind the moonlight, and even sometimes you'd see like Dracula's face up there in the background. So I kind of wanted to pay homage to that, but I want to make like floating Dracula's castle, but it also be cyberpunk somewhat as well. Like mix the old and the new, like have like some skyscrapers in there, and like the old like Gothic architecture of those type of castles and stuff, and then have, you know, like Dracula, his face like kind of like a ghost almost, like where you can kind of see through it, like shining like through the moonlight and everything. And so I've got an idea of what I want to do, but it's going to take a lot of time to do it. And I really haven't had the time lately, unfortunately, with everything that's been going on. Just been working a lot, and then, you know, streaming and the arcade thing and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that when I have some more downtime, I can actually put more focus onto art and stuff like that, because, you know, I've been, you know, doing this stuff for a long time, and I feel like a lot of the projects I've started, I haven't really been able to finish it just because I know it's going to take so long to do it, you know. But eventually I will be able to, and I know, you know, when I do finally put that out, and you guys see it on the channel, it'll be, you know, really good. So, it'll just take me a while to be able to do it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out, man. So there's a place in Tampa. I think I told you about it when we went to Comic-Con and the Rec Room. But it's called Lowry's Parkade with a P. I don't know why it's called Parkade, but dude, that place has some amazing stuff. They have a website too if you want to check it out. I think it's just like lowrysparkade.com. And you can actually go on there, and they have a list on there of what games they actually have, you know, at the arcade. And they've got some amazing stuff, dude. They've got Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which is one of the best Street Fighter games ever. They've got an original cabinet there of that. They've got a lot of awesome pinball tables. They're probably the biggest retro arcade in this area, from what I've been able to see online. And I mean, the Galaxy Bar has a ton of stuff, but this place probably has, like, they probably have as much or double like what they have, you know. So it really looks like an awesome place. There's another place I really want to check out it's pretty far away. It's in Oviedo, which is outside of Orlando. It's actually past Orlando a little bit, so it's like a couple-hour drive at least. Depending on what time of day you're going, it might be, you know, a 3-4 hour drive depending on the traffic. But there's a place called Arcade Monsters in Oviedo, and I really want to check that out, because I'm telling you, like, from everything that I've researched over the last 3 weeks, that arcade in particular, like, they've got everything, dude. Like, they've got everything you would ever want to play in one place. I mean, they just have it all, you know. Eventually I want to get down there, but that's a long ass drive too, so, you know, I may have to save that for a long weekend or something, you know, when I've got some cash on hand and can afford it. But I would really like to, before I even do that, if I'm going to drive that far, I kind of want to, you know, make sure that I have some good camera equipment and stuff that I can actually take with me and film, because I know that the arcade stream that I did a few days ago was kind of rough, to be honest, but I do need more equipment, and that's why I've got the donation goal up too. Because you know, I'm not asking anybody to donate, honestly, but it's just, you know, in order for me to really be able to do this, I probably will need some help, honestly. Because right now I can't afford, you know, a bunch of more gear and stuff like that. But you know, eventually I will definitely get there. Even if I could find somebody just selling, you know, a GoPro or something like that for pretty cheap, you know, I would be happy with that. I need to get some more lighting and stuff, you know, so maybe I'll find some deals and hopefully be able to make that happen pretty soon. Because especially if I'm going to drive that far to an arcade, I would at least like to bring a camera and all that stuff with me, because, you know, if I do talk to them about it and they say it's okay for me to film in there, then I'd like to take that opportunity to at least, you know, shoot some footage and make a video while I'm there, because that's a long way drive back at another time if we have to do it later, you know. So that's kind of how I've been thinking about it, because I don't know how much I'm really going to be able to go that far out of my way to an arcade. So I feel like when I do go, I'm gonna have to make it happen, you know. So yeah, there's a Streamlabs donation. I've got a command for it here that I can post. But I really want to make that happen. You know, I want to do a YouTube series about the arcades in Florida. If I am ever able to, you know, make enough money and actually be able to travel, I'd like to do like a US, like a nationwide arcade tour thing, like a series about visiting all these arcades, what they have, you know, what the pricing's like, you know, if they use tokens, quarters, pay by the hour, you know, or pay to play all day, you know, just all that type of stuff, you know. Even just like the community surrounding, you know, the arcade, the people that go there, you know, what type of, you know, retro gaming scene they have there in those cities and things like that. I really want to, you know, put that out there, because to be honest with you, I feel like it's not well known enough, even in the retro gaming community, you know, about what arcades are around. I mean, take me for a perfect example, you know. The Galaxy Bar has been here for a couple years, and I never even knew about it until like 3 weeks ago. So it's just so crazy to me to think that I live, you know, 5-10 minutes away from an awesome arcade, and I never even knew that it was there. You know, it blows my mind. And then, you know, we've got the rec room as well in Lakeland. I visited Arcade in Winter Haven last weekend, which was really awesome too. And then, you know, we've got places like an hour away from us that are probably maybe even better, you know. So I would kind of want to get the word out there, you know, to let people know about these places, and just, you know, try to keep the arcade scene alive, you know, because ever since I found this place, because I've been wanting to go to an arcade for years, like ever since I was a kid, honestly, because the last time I'd really been to a real arcade was when I was probably, I don't even know, I was probably 8 years old, 9 years old, maybe 10 at the most, and that arcade shut down, and there was nothing else around, you know. So it's been that long. I mean, it's been like 20 years since I've actually been able to go to an arcade, you know. And so just being able to do it now, like, I'm so thankful that I live somewhere where we do have stuff like this going on, you know, because, I mean, you know, a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to live somewhere where there is, you know, a good abundance of places you can go to in their area. And now it's just like, I want to go any chance I can, you know, because you don't really know how long these places are going to be around either, you know. But that's another reason why I want to support them, is because, you know, the more support they get, the more likely they are to stick around and stay in business and things like that, you know. But yeah, I want to do a series on it. I think it'd be really cool, and hopefully I'll be able to make that happen pretty soon. Road trip. I've been to a couple great beercades in Chicago. Awesome, man. Dude, I've never even been to Chicago. As far as I know, I don't think I've been to Chicago. If I did, I did make a couple of trips up north when I was really young, probably like 8 and 9 years old, I believe. You know, went all the way up through, you know, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, all those type of places, and you know, got to see New York City and everything, but I don't remember Chicago at all. But I definitely like to see more places and check out more arcades that are out of state. Sorry, I've been yakking for a while, just kind of sitting here having a beer. I can't believe it's already 11, almost 11:30. Yeah, same here, man. I really can't believe there's that many arcades around here, and there's a guy that I follow on Instagram that he lives in South Florida, but he's been telling me about a retro store that's actually going to open up here in Lakeland, and they're going to have arcade machines and all that type of stuff in there too, but I can't remember what the name of the store was, but I've been keeping an eye out for it to try to see, you know, if there's any new stores opening up. But as soon as they do, I definitely want to check it out. Sure. I know that the one retro store that's in the Lakeland Mall called Game Addict, they actually do have a Neo Geo candy cab in there, but I think it's been like modified, and I've had some other people look at the pictures of it that I took. They said they think the CRT arcade monitor, and it's probably been replaced at some point. It's not a LCD, I mean, it's still a CRT monitor, but I don't think it's the original one. It's definitely been modded, but it's still cool, man. And I never see anybody playing that thing. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play it when I've been in there, and I would kind of like to ask them if they would consider selling it, if they would want to sell it to me or something at some point, because I really want a candy cab. The Neo Geo ones are definitely awesome, but I really want a Sega one, you know, like an Astro City or a Blast City, any of those kind of cabinets I would love to have, but a Neo candy cab would be great as well. So I may talk to them about it and see what they say. I know it'd be a long time before I could buy it from them, but just to see if they would, you know, because I know it's not going anywhere. It's been there forever. I know I've been kind of yakking and going on for a while, so I think I will try to beat this game if I possibly can. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I can definitely try. But I don't think this is completely the end of it, because I mean, it is a boss rush, but I mean, there's probably like the true final boss or whatever after all this. And I gotta pay more attention to the power I'm using. All right. All right, beat that one this time. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot all about this fucking guy. Oh. Ah, fuck, man. I was trying to use that one health potion that I saved all that time. Oh, man. Well, I think I will save this one for another time. Try to beat this one a little bit later. But, everybody that came out, I really appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun. Hope y'all had fun. Watch me make the emote for the channel. It should be ready tomorrow. Usually it just takes Twitch, about a day, maybe not even a day to approve it. So we'll be able to use the new emote pretty soon. But anyways, I hope y'all have an awesome night, and I will see y'all next time. Actually, before I go, let me see if there's anybody I can raid here. Yeah, looks like we got a lot of awesome people streaming. We got to raid Abby because Abby's awesome, and we're gonna go ahead and raid her. So I'll see you over there in Abby stream. All right, guys, have a good one, and we'll see you next time.